and buying clothes for it and whatnot. So that was surprising to me actually when I saw that, and it made me realize, no, actually, what guys really want is to take care of something. That's at the heart of it. And that same kind of argument rages on because you'll have a lot of women that are like, well, these guys just want robots to abuse them and this and that. I don't see any evidence for that. I think it's going to be the exact same thing. They're gonna most there's gonna be outliers, of course, but I think the vast majority of men are gonna love and cherish these things. They're gonna want to buy it things. You see that in like Blade Runner, for example. He buys Joy the Emanator and whatnot. And he did that because she wanted to be free and see the world and stuff. And I'm pretty sure did that for her. I think it's a good depiction of what that kind of dynamic will be like. I think that that's actually going to be quite realistic moving forward. And this whole idea that most guys just want to abuse and dominate and this and that. I think that's a myth. Really, one of the things that I notice with my men's self development group is that when you have a group of guys together and we know each other and we trust each other, you will see this openness and vulnerability between us. But as soon as there's a girl involved, you start having competition and posturing. I am absolutely certain that most of the kind of tough guy alpha male sort of thing in this competition is to impress women. And because that's what they want in a man. They want a dominant, strong man. And that's not to say that men won't do that for our own sake, because it makes us feel good and because we like to be tough. But I think a lot of it is inspired by women because women respond positively to that, and you'll see that when you analyze how vulnerable guys will be between friends versus how they will be in front of women. It's very different. And that's the real irony about a lot of this stuff. The How the feminists will be like, well, male aggression and this and that. Most of it's because of what women are attracted to. Guys act a certain way to impress women most of the time, unless they got mental problems or whatever. But no, typically guys are pretty chill, and we posture to impress women. Peacocking, you see this all across the animal kingdom. You have the clashes between animals to get mating rights. It's just kind of how reproduction works. So a lot of that aggressive behavior is inspired by women. It's their preferences. It's what they want. Devoid of that pressure, guys are chill. Anyways, I feel like I've gotten off topic somewhat. So I'll wrap it up. Maybe I can talk more about this kind of stuff in the future if this is what people want to hear. But my overall prognosis on this is it's inevitable. The synthetic companion thing is inevitable. It's gonna happen. Once this stuff is indistinguishable from reality, once you have artificial wombs, it's it's just gonna happen. There's no two ways about it. Unless society completely collapses. And I don't think that men are gonna want to get married and to provide and stuff when they have the option. And not only that, men even now that do not have really any good alternatives are just kind of walking away anyways. So essentially, synthetic companions are filling a gap, and to blame men for this is absolutely silly. People, we should look in the mirror and we should solve the root of these problems. But I don't think that they're going to be solved as it stands. The whole system has to change in order for this to start working again. So one of the things, it was is Aaron Clancy had said that nature always restores itself, and I'm apt to agree. I think a total collapse, might restore things, back to nature, but we'll just assume that society is going to keep on going in a modified form. And also, with every collapse, you're not losing all of the progress of the previous centuries. You might get set back and enter a dark age like the fall of Rome, but a lot of those technological advancements and wisdom was still retained. And one of the problems with this is it comes down to liberality. You'll see that when societies become more liberal and constrictive, you have these sort of cycles that just kind of repeat itself. And with technological advancement, being accumulated over time, we're going to become more and more liberal over time, unless we have some really strong counterbalances embedded within the society. So, but that's a topic for another day. But anyways, thank you for listening, and you take care.